Sometimes people will reach out to me and they'll say, hey, Pastor, I just really need to talk to somebody. I really need to help. I need help. And so I'll meet with them. I'll talk with them on a Tuesday morning or a Thursday evening. And we'll talk, and I'll help them walk through whatever catastrophe they're currently facing. And I'll say, hey, listen, I would really love it for you to come to church on Sunday. I think that would really help you through this. And sometimes they'll say something like, church is really not my thing. And they don't know it, but when they do that, they disrespect me. Because I have given my heart to the church and to serve the church here in this community. And for them to say like, hey, Pastor Daniel, I like you and I want your counsel and your wisdom, but I'm not really a fan of the church, would be the same thing as saying to me like, hey, Pastor Daniel, I think you're cool, but I don't like your wife. You say that, we're going to have problems because she's got my heart. I love her. And the same is true for Jesus. Jesus loved the church, and he worked his entire time here among us to establish the church. And so for people to say, like, I love Jesus, but I'm just not really a fan of organized religion, or I love Jesus, but I just don't really have any time or use for the church, you don't understand what you're saying. Because you can't appreciate who Jesus is, you can't appreciate what he's about without appreciating the church, because he gave his heart to it. Luke is giving us the biography of Jesus' life in his gospel, Luke. And then in Acts, the same writer, Luke, continues to write about the acts of the church. And he does this seamlessly because Jesus was giving his heart for the church, and then the church was giving its heart for Jesus. And for Luke to cover the life of Jesus without talking about the church would be like doing a documentary on Michael Jordan and never mentioning basketball. Or writing a biography of George Washington and never mentioning the Revolutionary War. It was central to who Jesus was. Church was his heartbeat. It was his passion. So you can't really know Jesus without appreciating the church.